Today on Judge Faith, this plaintiff says her hair was more than just style. It was her pride, and now she's fighting for justice.
Hair was my pride and joy,
Until the defendant's actions left her hair falling out, turning her world upside down.
She starts washing it out, and she was like, your hair is falling out. I put a towel over my head. I was embarrassed. I was pulling my hair out of the sink, out of the sink, out of the sink.
Wow. I did what I was supposed to do as a stylist. I think it's just her trying to get money.
Really?
Are you
really? Hold on a second. You really think this is a money grab when the entire center of her scalp fell out in your sink? You think she wants to be here? You think she wants to wear a hair weave?
Faith Jenkins built her reputation through excellence, determination, and an unwavering commitment to the law. Graduating first in her law school class, she quickly became a tough New York City prosecutor, later earning national recognition as a trusted legal analyst on cable news. Today, she presides over her own courtroom, where real disputes are heard and her rulings are final. She is Judge Faith at IN today's case. Plaintiff Teresa Lewis says a visit to her stylist went horribly wrong. She claims her hair was overtreated, causing it to fall out, and is now seeking $8,000 for emotional distress, pain and suffering, and replacement styling costs. She appears in court with her friend Laquanda Chin by her side. Defendant Helen LaShawn Love tells a different story. She says she warned Teresa that it was too soon to apply a relaxer, but the plaintiff insisted anyway that Helen LaShawn is countersuing for emotional stress and expenses she claims resulted from the dispute. Joining her in court is co-worker Debbie Harris, offering support as the case unfolds.
It didn't come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this case is Lewis versus Love.
Thank you, Barbara. Teresa Lewis?
Yes.
You were suing the defendant, LaShawn Love, for $8,000.
Yes, ma'am.
For emotional damage related to hair loss.
Yes, ma'am.
Pain and suffering, and for additional stylist expenses.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are countersuing for $8,000 for hair expenses, labor and supplies, and also emotional distress?
Yes.
Okay. As I understand it from reading your papers, Miss Lewis, you went to Miss Love and hired her as a hairstylist.
Yes, ma'am.
On a number of occasions, and on one of those occasions, due to a process you say she performed on your hair fell out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why don't we start from the beginning and you tell me what happened?
I recently moved to Atlanta from Alabama, and I was looking for a stylist. I had a stylist in Alabama who I had been going to for 14 years, so it's very hard for me to find a stylist that I felt comfortable with. So, Miss Love, I started going to her.
Did someone recommend her, or how did you hear about her?
I heard about her from a sign, and I called her. She was nice. I went to her. I didn't have a problem with her doing my hair.
So what did she do the first time you went to see her?
She rolled it, roller wrap.
So all she did was shampoo it
and
set it with rollers. Okay.
Okay, so after a couple of months, I let her perm it, the first perm, no problem.
And when you say perm, did you have...
Relax. I had a relaxer.
Had you had a perm before?
Yes.
So was this just a touch-up?
Yes.
Okay, so you had a touch-up, and did you comb the perm all the way through the hair, or did you just touch up the roots?
The roots.
Okay.
Okay, so on September the 6th, she colored my hair, bleached it.
Well, that was at your request, though,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was at my request,
okay.
Yes. No problem with that.
And what portion of your hair was bleached?
From the front of my hair to the back, like a skunk. From the front to the back.
Okay, and any particular reason why you wanted your hair bleached like that?
I just wanted it like that.
Okay.
I have beautiful hair.
Okay, let me see a photo of your hair.
Beautiful.
And was this after she styled it, or? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Very pretty. And is this, the center portion is bleached?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I also have a picture of the bleach in the bowl when she was
Okay, this is the back of the hair?
That's the back.
After it was bleached?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it didn't fall out that time?
No, ma'am.
So you'd been to her twice at this point?
No, I've been to her. I used to go every week.
To get it washed and
set?
Okay, got it. But this time you got it bleached?
Got it bleached.
So after you have your hair bleached, what happens next? When is the next time you see her?
I seen her the next week. She washed and set it. And then I seen her the following week, which was September the 20th.
Okay, tell me what services you requested that day.
I requested to get my hair done relaxed. As we were walking out
Can you explain what a relaxer does?
A relaxer relax the roots like they have new growth. You don't never put it all the way down, but you just relax the new growth what it needs, because it had been weeks since she had, almost going on 2 months.
Okay, and so you were only relaxing and putting the chemical on the new growth, but not combing it all the way through the hair and the color. Okay, and at this point, her hair had been bleached how many weeks prior?
3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks prior.
No,
did you have any hesitation at all?
To be honest, yes,
let me just finish my question.
Okay.
Did you have any hesitation at all about perming her hair after it had been bleached, and did the two of you discuss that?
Yeah, she insisted on it. She was like, I need my hair relaxed. She insisted on it.
What did you say in response to that?
I said, no, you're gonna have to wait a few weeks. She wanted it done in 2 weeks.
Your Honor.
She was like, I already had this done before. So she was like, could you do it? I said, no, you're gonna have to wait, and that's a professional thing to do.
So you're hesitant, you say to do it, but you do it anyway. Did you insist?
She wanted it in 2 weeks.
No, ma'am.
What happened? What was the conversation?
No, ma'am. I texted her. I said, can you perm my hair? She said, yeah. I went in there, got a perm. Simple as that. It was no insisting
on that.
Simple as that.
She did.
Okay.
She really did. She really did.
Okay, so she never, you're saying she never told you,
no, ma'am.
No, it might be an issue because of the color.
No, I don't do hair for a living. I'm not a professional. So if I say perm my hair and you're the professional, you should say no.
Up. And I told her no.
Okay. I'm not insisting. I didn't insist. If she would have said, no, I don't think we should do it. The week before, she was the one that told me, your hair, I think you need a perm, because I have thick hair.
No.
Did you tell her you thought it was time for a perm?
No.
Okay.
She said it had been a long time and she wanted one.
Well, you had permed her hair prior, right?
I had permed her hair in July.
Now it's September.
I did it. It does. Her grade is okay.
I have a good grade. I have a good grade.
But to be honest, ma'am, she begged me to do it. She said,
no,
go ahead, I have a lot of new growth. I did it before, but previously she did, her hair fell out and she got a short haircut.
Well, let me ask you, had your hair fallen out before from perm or coloring? Let me finish my question. Had your hair fallen out before from perm or coloring?
No, ma'am.
Never.
I have pictures way back from when I was 19.
She showed me that short haircut.
So what happened on September 20th when she said you begged her to get a perm?
I begged her, right. So she permed it, but she the professional, whether I begged her or not.
I didn't.
Well, you did put a perm on the.
I did afterwards. It wasn't in 2 weeks.
Okay, but September 20th. That's the day when her hair fell out.
Yes.
What happened?
She permed my hair. As we were walking out of her, as I got out of her stylist chair, I see my hair on the floor, and I'm like, okay. You know, but I thought it was just a little, you know how your hair sheds when you get a perm? A little bit here, a little bit there. So we get to the shampoo bowl, but I could tell she was nervous, because when we was walking to the shampoo bowl, she was like, like she seen a ghost.
How long had the perm been on your hair, the chemical?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
So when we get to the bowl, she starts washing it out, and she was like, your hair is falling out. And I'm in the shampoo bowl, and I'm like, oh my effing God. When she finished washing it out, I put a towel over my head. I was embarrassed. I did not want anybody to see me. I was pulling my hair out of the sink, out of the sink, out of the sink. Is that true? Yes, it is. So I got.
Coming up on Judge Faith was the attempt to fix her hair even worse than the original damage. The court will hear both sides as this beauty dispute comes to a head.
After that, I'm gonna go buy some hair, and I'm gonna put the hair on your head.
The hair was brown. It was ugly. When my hair got damaged, she didn't clip my ends. She didn't do nothing but put a weave in it. You can still see my little pieces of blonde. Yeah, I wore it because I didn't have a choice.
Plaintiff Teresa Lewis is seeking compensation for emotional distress and expenses after her hair fell out. Defendant Helen LaShawn Love maintains that the hair loss was a result of an allergic reaction to relaxer, not negligence.
What happened after I was applying the relaxer, because sometimes when you get a chemical and you have to wait a while before you put a relaxer, which I did, it wasn't 2 weeks, she wanted it. I said, no, you cannot get it.
Okay, what happened on this day?
That day, what happened, when I was putting it in, I noticed, and I was like, it was shedding, but when I shampooed it, it came out in the mohawk, and it was coming out. And I was panicking too. I was like, wow, this ain't never happened.
So
she was upset. Don't get me wrong, she was upset, and I was too. Because it was devastating. It ain't never happened to me before. So she was like, I know it's not your fault. I asked for this. I asked for this relaxer. It's not your fault. And then she said, I had my hair colored before, and I had to get a short haircut. She showed me the picture of the short haircut.
Well, what happened is that true?
In the mohawk,
no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
The mohawk, it came out in the sink, and then when it was over.
What came out? Just the color hair?
Just the color
just
hair.
The hair
she
with
had
the color
hair on
came
the
out.
side.
Let me see the photos.
Mm-hmm.
You took this photo?
Yeah, I take pictures, selfies all the time. I'm glad I do.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let me see the next one. That's the center part all broken off.
All the way to the back.
Wow.
Right.
Was your scalp burned?
No, it wasn't burnt.
So you're wearing a wig today?
This is a weave. I've never wore fake hair in my life.
So what happened after her hair fell out? What was the conversation?
Okay, after her hair fell out.
First, do you know why this happened?
Yeah, because I guess her hair cannot take color, just like she told me after the fact that she had it before. And it made her hair come out. You know what I mean?
So but help me understand.
Okay.
Was it the mix of the fact that her hair had been bleached and then you put a relaxer on the new growth?
I waited long enough to do that. You know, you can wait 3 to 4 weeks and then apply it. I told you I didn't do it in 2 weeks.
So why do you think it happened?
Because it happened to her before. Maybe her hair.
So you think it was just her hair?
Take color. You know, some people's hair react different to color. So immediately after that, I said, okay, I'm gonna go buy some hair and I'm gonna put the hair in your head. And
I did that day. That's what you did.
She bought the hair at that shop that day. The hair was brown. It was ugly. The hairstyle, you could still see my little pieces of blonde. Yeah, I wore it because I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead.
So the weave, I have the text message where she said, I did that weave wrong. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna get you some black hair.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay. What was the agreement? I think the agreement between the two of you was you would do her weave.
I would do her hair and treat her hair until it grow back as long as it took. If it took a year, I was willing to do that. And I kept the agreement. I bought the hair and I was like,
How much was the hair?
It was $130 and the other hair was about $100. I paid for that. And then I was wow, all that?
Yeah.
No.
You should.
But the thing is, as a stylist, you treat the hair that's gone. I went beyond that. I didn't break not one agreement because this happened in September and she got her hair done October the 4th and she sued me a few days later. And I didn't break no rules at all. No arrangements we had.
Even if
you brought a witness with you, ma'am?
Yes, I did. My friend.
Who's your witness?
My friend. She came to the shop right after it happened.
Step up, please.
Sure.
What do you have to say about this?
Well, she called me immediately after her hair fell out, hysterically crying. So I was there within 10, 15 minutes. And when I arrived, she was crying and also the stylists were crying and there was hair in the bowl. And I've been knowing her since we were in college, and I've never seen her hair fall out. To me, it's hair one-on-one, not to get relaxed on one hair 2 weeks after you do a bleaching.
Okay,
but
thank you.
Thank you.
You brought a witness with you too, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ms. Harris?
Yeah.
Step up, please. What do you have to say about this?
Well, I'm a stylist too, and I've never had that happen to me, but some of the clients do things to their hair that you don't know, so you don't know far as what they done to their hair. So
the condition of their hair when they come in?
The condition of the hair, yeah. But you do supposed to do a consultation.
How many years have you been a hairstylist?
Over 20.
Over 20 years?
Yes.
How long after someone gets a bleach would you recommend they wait before they get a touch-up perm?
I did it in like a month, after a month, I've done it. Maybe 6 weeks.
Okay, thank you. I'm not an expert in hair, so I actually asked someone who is an expert to listen in on the testimony today and come out and give his expert opinion on what he has heard. So at this time, I would like to bring out Dante Savoy. He's been a celebrity hairstylist for 14 years, and he's one of the stars of LA Hair.
Coming up, LA hairstylist Dante joins Judge Faith to help get to the root of the problem. Will his expertise shed light on what really went wrong in this hair care dispute?
Observation, there's been a little wordplay. There's confusion between hair color, bleaching, relaxing, and perming.
Here's my question. What's your opinion as to her decision to relax that new growth on that bleached hair?
Plaintiff Teresa Lewis says her stylist overprocessed her hair, causing it to break and fall out. Defendant Helen LaShawn Love maintains that she warned Teresa against the treatments, but the plaintiff insisted on going ahead anyway.
Question. In this case, Miss Lewis's hair had been bleached down the center. And then a few weeks later, Miss Love gave her a perm, a touch-up on the new growth down the center where the hair had been bleached. And the hair fell out.
A few weeks later.
Right.
Okay.
What's your opinion as to her decision to relax that new growth on the bleached hair?
Relaxer on a bleach is a no-no, which is why it did come out. Whether it was going to come out at the bowl during a rinsing cycle or later on, 2 weeks later at the club, it was going to break off and come out. It wasn't enough time to grow new growth. I believe that there probably should have been the general 4 to 6 weeks, and then you could apply it.
2 weeks, but okay.
You can apply it on just the roots, that's it. Not even, you want to stay away from what's colored. So on something that hasn't been already processed chemically, it could have been done.
Okay, so I understand your expert opinion as to how this may have happened, but what would you recommend to the plaintiff in terms of now the long-term care of her hair? What can she do going forward?
You know what, I would never recommend weaves on chemically stressed hair. She should definitely invest in some good wigs or just cut everything off and just start over.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Savoy. What do you think about what our expert Dante said about wearing a wig? Is that an option for you? I would just think that because you have that space of hair that's now not there, that is you need to give that a rest.
A wig to me is like an old lady. A weave, I'm young. I don't want no wig on my head, like for real. I don't even want to wear weave.
Right.
Like my hair was my pride and joy. Like for real. Don't nobody understand what I went through in that shampoo bowl when she was telling me my hair was coming out and I'm pulling my hair up out the bowl. And she knows what we agreed to. When I look in the mirror, I don't even see the same person. Every time it's time for me to get my hair done, I have to relive my hair falling out in a bowl. I cry about this all the time. This is like a month old. This is not 6 months old. This just happened to me. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by this whole situation about my hair. Cause everybody know how I feel about my hair. Everybody. And it's not right that I should have to pay for this, for nothing.
And now, Judge Faith delivers her ruling. The moment of truth has arrived in the courtroom.
What happened? How did we end up here in court?
Because she texted me after she did my hair and asked me for money for the hair. That was not in the agreement. The agreement was she was gonna treat my hair, buy the hair, and do my hair for free until it grew back. I just didn't want the hassle of her asking me to buy hair because I had hair. I didn't feel like I had to buy hair. You know, she appeared to be godly. She always talked about God. She's a little bit older than me, so I was like respecting her until she asked me for some money for some hair. Like that's like,
why did you decide to ask her for money?
I already had talked to her about it and she said, you know, I don't expect you to buy the hair all the time. I promise you. And before I went to buy the hair, I told her straight up because I didn't have money to buy the hair, do the hair. She wanted me to do everything but pick her up and bring her to my house.
But that's what you initially said you would do.
I'm telling you, I did.
You're suing for emotional distress.
Yeah.
Why?
Because when I tried to talk to her, I said, well, we can talk this over. I think it's just her trying to get money. Because her hair, trust me, she showed me a picture where her hair fell out before.
Really? Are you really?
Hold on a second. You really think this is a money grab by her to get money? When the entire center of her scalp fell out in your sink? You think she wants to be here? You think she wants to wear a hair weave?
You think I want the world to know you pulled my hair out and I'm bald-headed?
Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I promise you I didn't do it on purpose.
Listen, I know that you didn't do it on purpose, but you do not have a claim for emotional stress.
Yes.
You do not have a claim for damages here. There's only one person who has been damaged here, and it is this lady over here.
That's true.
Your counterclaim is dismissed. I don't think you did anything intentionally. And I can tell by your testimony and everyone's testimony here today that you feel bad about what happened, but nevertheless it happened. And based on the expert testimony, I think it could have been prevented. So my judgment in this case is for the plaintiff. I am ordering you to pay her for stylist expenses in addition to pain and suffering because I think it was a very traumatic experience for her. Judgment in this case for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,000. Good luck to you.
If you or someone you know is facing a dispute, don't try to handle it on your own. Let Judge Faith settle the affair. Finalruling.to submit your case. Visit judgefaith.com and share your story with the court.